Pinocchio, Pinocchio, this is the story of Pinocchio. This is the story of a little boy, an old wood carver's pride and joy. A boy who was carved out of wood, and who wasn't really very good. One day when Pinocchio went to school, along the way he stopped to pull. We know that isn't very smart, and it almost broke his father's heart. Pinocchio, Pinocchio, why are you bad, Pinocchio?
I'm not bad, I'm good, but I don't do as I should. And whosoever could, if their heads were made of wood.
Pinocchio stole his little red coat. He acted like a billy goat, and for just 3 coins of gold, he was left out in the freezing cold.
Well, Pinocchio walked around in the cold until he became very, very sick. And a good blue fairy took him in and put him to bed and called the very best of doctors for him. First, there was Dr. Crow.
The puppet is quite sick, I think. He's hovering right on the brink. But if he's not sick, I tell, 'twould be a sign that he were well.
And then there was Dr. Owl.
The puppet is quite well, I think. I really think he's in the pink. But if he's not well right quick, I tell you that he's very sick.
And just then, a little cricket hopped into the room and said,
Don't pay attention to these two. Chirpy Cricket knows what to do. It's just that he's not very smart, and his papa's home with a broken heart.
So you see, Pinocchio was very sick because he'd been such a bad boy.
I'm not bad, I'm good, but I don't do as I should.
But whosoever could, if their heads were made of wood. Pinocchio, Pinocchio, here's more about Pinocchio. More of the story of the little boy, the old wood carver's pride and joy. A boy who was carved out of wood, and who wasn't really very good.
The next day, Pinocchio was walking down a road looking for his father who was lost. A big stagecoach full of little boys came by. They all seemed to be having such a good time that Pinocchio jumped on board. And lo and behold, he found himself in the land of boobies.
Oh, all I do is play and play. I play the whole day long, and everything is bright and gay, so nothing can go wrong.
But it did.
Hee-haw, my name is Pinocchio. Hee-haw, hee-haw, how it happened I don't know. Hee-haw, hee-haw, my ears just grow and grow. Hee-haw, hee-haw, I am a donkey.
Well, Pinocchio was sold, first to a circus and then to a peddler. And when the peddler went to wash him, the pure ocean water changed him from a donkey back to a little puppet again. But before Pinocchio could say chirpy cricket, he was swallowed alive by a tremendous whale. And you can imagine his surprise when inside that whale he found his father, alive and healthy, cooking himself a catfish.
I'm here, my father, gonna rescue you. Back to our home I'm taking you. We'll build a raft and sail right out of this great big whale. Ready? Now, when I pull the whale's tonsil and he yells, you push the raft out of his mouth. Here we go!
And back home they went. And believe it or not, the very next day when Pinocchio woke up, he was no longer a puppet, but a real live boy.
Oh, he's not bad, he's good, and he did do as he should. All the good